Georgia Power, proud to present today's matchup between Albany State University and Morehouse College. Georgia Power, a proud partner of the SIAC. Hello, everybody. I'm James Verrett, along with two-time Super Bowl champion and proud graduate of the Fort Valley State University, Tyrone Poole. And Tyrone, regardless of the record, this is an important game for both teams.
Very, very important game for both teams, definitely for Albany State. And as for Morehouse, they just trying to get a win. But not only is it senior day, that was important, but it was also an important day for all of HBCU because College game day, that's right, college game day was live at Jackson State. So great days for HBCUs, but I'm looking forward to this game here at Morehouse and Albany State.
Today's matchup, we may see some new faces as we take a look at our impact players. A lot of things have changed since the beginning of the season, especially on Morehouse's side due to a lot of injuries. Kmar Carlisle is the starting quarterback, and Dantez Simpson very big defensively. And also you have that vaunted defense for Albany State.
Yeah, Kmar, he's going to have to play real big today. Morehouse's offense is ranked 12th out of 13 teams in the SIAC, so he has to play big. And Mr. Simpson, the linebacker, they're going to have to make sure they stop Mr. Williams for Albany State, who's looking to run that ball. You know what Albany State does? They run the ball between the tackles. And Stephon Pierre, the #1 defense in the SIAC, he's going to continue to lead that dirty blue defense, hopefully to a victory against Morehouse.
Golden Rams won the toss and deferred. You see Rich Freeman, the coach for Morehouse. He will have the ball first on offense as Albany State will do the kicking. And for Rich Freeman, Tyrone, they are looking for their first win of the season. And for Coach Gabe Gardenia, a conference championship may be a little bit out of reach, but they still have a strong chance at the playoffs.
Well, Coach Gardenia and the Albany State Golden Rams, they do still have an opportunity. They just got to have Benedict to lose couple of games, but Benedict is rolling in the SIAC, and Morehouse, yes, they need to get that first win. They get an opportunity to receive the ball here in the first half, and hopefully they can get a spark on this return.
Gilbert Brown will handle off the kickoff duties for the Golden Rams, and back deep for Morehouse, big number 21. He had a looks like we are ready to go. Strong kick, and it'll be a touchback.
You know, those touchbacks, you always want to return. I know as a return man, you always want to return the ball. And I know the times that I was back there returning punt or returning kickoffs, I want to take it to the house. So anytime that ball goes to the end zone as a return man, you just hate to see that happen.
Carlos Donovan, number 21, normally wears number 0. But he was out there getting ready to return it. So first offensive play from the 25. And Kmar Carlisle, the freshman out of Atlanta, Georgia, under center, right? Actually in the shotgun. Start off the ground and maybe get one with Charles Daniel IV carrying the ball, the sophomore out of Detroit. And this youth movement is not due to the fact that they don't have other talent. It's just a lot of their talent is hurt right now.
Yeah, that's the thing about football. Football is a physical game. You're going to have some injuries. I always consider football like an auto parts store. You always want to make sure you got the same parts just on the back shelf. So a lot of these guys are having an opportunity to step up, next man up.
Carlisle, 6'3", 200 pounds, from Terrell High School in Atlanta. And this time on the run. And he is quickly brought down by Antonio Leroy Jr., one of the seniors that they honored today. Bring up a third down situation.
You know, the thing I like about this Albany State defense, they run what we call a 3-4 defense. They have 3 down linemen and 4 linebackers, and that's why you see Stephon Pierre and Antonio Leroy, all these guys making tackles, because in a 3-4 defense, the linebackers are the playmakers, but you got to have that special guy, nose tackle, to make that 3-4 work.
Carlisle makes an audible moves Turner into the traditional tight end spot. They're going to try to run it, And they go nowhere fast, quickly brought down at the line of scrimmage. And Malik Barnes and others right there to make the play along with Jalen Pugh.
Again, Malik Barnes is one of those linebackers. And again, in this 3-4, running against this 3-4 defense, you got to attack the bubble. The bubble, they only got 3 down linemen. So the bubble is where the linebacker is off of the line of scrimmage. That's where Morehouse should be attacking, not the outside.
Liberty Baker on the punt. And the Golden Rams will fair catch it at about the 37-yard line.
We're committed to shaping the future of health. We teach the next generation of physicians treat the whole person with empathy.
And now we'll get a chance to see the Golden Ram offense, who has also made a quarterback change.
Now you got Albany State defense is ranked #1 in the SIAC. Their offense, not typically probably what Coach Gabe Gardenia wants. They're kind of like in the middle of the pack, but hopefully Sullivan here can get it going for this Albany State Golden Ram offense.
Not necessarily the swiftest as far as running, but he is a very good passer in Sullivan. But they're going to start traditional and go with the run, and as usual, they get a lot of yards on their first carry, close to a first down. That offensive front, very formidable.
And like you said, James, this is what Albany State does. They're going to come downhill on you. The offensive linemen are going to get the pushing. And you know what? Albany State offensive line outweighs Morehouse defensive line by nearly an extra 300 pounds. So there's going to be a lot of pushing on that offensive line against Morehouse defense.
Jaquez Williams with over 150 yards in just 2 games worth of work. Sullivan with time. Now he's going to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. He can't, and that will go as a sack for Morehouse.
Now, the other thing about being big on offense, that means on defense, you're faster. It's kind of like guerrilla warfare. Let's use our speed and quickness. And right there, that's what Morehouse did. Speed and quickness, got to the quarterback for the sack.
Didier Ahipu getting the credit for the sack.
Can you say that 5 times straight?
No, I cannot. 3rd down and 4. I got to get my vocal cords warmed up to do that 3 times fast. 4th quarter, I'll be ready. Sullivan looking to throw, finds a receiver, and gets knocked out of bounds just a little bit past the line of scrimmage. Ralph Lovett on the reception. And that will be a punting situation now for Albany.
Yeah, watch Sullivan's shoulders right here. See that shoulder go up? He wanted to go downtown with that thing. He wanted to go a little bit farther. Anytime you see that quarterback shoulder up, but he had to lower his shoulder, go for the shorter route. So pay attention to that quarterback, the way they the shoulder up and down. The higher the shoulder, the more they want to go downfield. The level of the shoulder, you're going to go for short routes.
Brown the punt, and Zion Buis back deep for Morehouse, and he's just going to let it go, and it goes out of bounds, and they will call it out at the 20-yard line. So far, both teams' defense have stepped up. When we come back, we'll see if Morehouse can get their offense going and try to break this Golden Ram defense. Stay tuned. Senior Day has everybody feeling good on the sideline for Albany State. Ethan Bell, one of their redshirt freshman linebackers, I don't think he's happy because the senior are leaving. That means I get a little bit more playing time. Second drive of the day now for Kmar Carlisle, the freshman for Morehouse, starting from his own 20. He's going to keep it and go nowhere fast. Good stop there by Antonio Leroy, making another big play.
Yeah, you know, Antonio Leroy, his dad actually played here at Albany State. His dad played running back, and his son is playing linebacker. I wonder how many tussles they had while he was growing up.
I would think a lot. Second down and 9. Carlisle looking to throw, getting some pressure. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. He pays the price, but gets the ball off. And I mean, Antonio Leroy laid a lick on him. Take a look.
Yeah, this dirty blue. And this is what that 3-4 defense, the strength of it is against the run. And here, the quarterback releases the ball. Could have been a penalty. You know, this day and age, they are protecting the quarterback. They are trying to protect the quarterback greatly. So, Antonio got away with one right there. But, hey, again, as a defensive guy, I'm always, if you can lay a lick on them, let them know you were there.
First down, and they get out of the hole. They're out to about 35. And running the football down the middle may not be the best case scenario for Morehouse right now. Carlos Donovan on the carry.
Again, it's going to be, you know, how does this Morehouse offense attack this #1 defense in the SIAC? I think you got to attack it by doing a lot of movement and giving them a lot of different formations and just attack the middle of the defense. Attack the middle of the defense, because the 3-4 defense in the Albany State case is all about the linebackers.
Second down and 10 with the 3 wide receivers to the near side. Carlisle looking to find someone. He can't, and now he's being pressured, and he throws it high but incomplete. Pass intended for his tight end Corey Fleming, just out of his reach.
Great job by Albany State defense here. You see Carlisle drop back, nobody's open, he's scrambling. Great job by Albany State defense. Whenever you see the quarterback scrambling, we're taught on defense, it turns into a man-to-man defense. It goes from a zone to a man-to-man. Cover the person in your zone. So great job by Coach Gardenia defense right there in that last play.
3rd and 10 now. Carlisle has some room to run, decides to do it. A flag is thrown. This may be all coming back. He got close to the first down marker before he was pushed out of bounds by Jaree Turner. But the flag is all the way back at about the 33-yard line.
Yeah, you hate to see that. Usually that is something against the offense. But nevertheless, great play, great defensive scheme so far by Albany State. I'm like, they are just covering up the field. Rich Freeman, he's like, I don't know what to do, guys. What can we do? Can we throw it? Can we run it? Can we all just get along here? Who else I got in the game? Let me put my earpiece back on my headsets. But Coach Rich Freeman, great coach, been at Morehouse for a long time, great tenure. He really predicates his players on being studious. So great job by Coach Freeman.
Now the officials are just trying to give an explanation on what the call was. And it looks like it will go against Morehouse, and it'll be a 4th down situation. Oh, check that. declined the penalty, and now to be 4th and short. Because remember, Carlisle did not get the first down on the carry.
Yes, don't want to give Morehouse an opportunity to even get another 3rd down. So make them punt. Make them punt.
Well, Labonde Baker, once again, his 2nd punt of the day. Another fair catch call by the Golden Rams. This one out at about the 24-yard line. And we'll see if Rich Freeman's defense can hold serve. No score here at Albany State Senior Day. Stay tuned.
At Georgia Power, millions of Georgians depend on us to deliver clean, safe, reliable, and affordable energy. That's why we've invested nearly $10 billion to make the electric grid stronger and smarter, and to improve service and reduce outages. By deploying high-tech, self-healing networks, we can find problems quickly, reroute power, and keep Georgians connected. We're committed to making critical investments to meet our customers' needs today and for decades to come.
Let there be no doubt. You are ready for whatever comes next. You've got bars to raise, expectations to exceed, status quos to rise above. And you've come to the right place, because it all starts right here. Which is precisely why we are so proud to support HBCU programs.
Maybe something like that.
When you join the HBCU family, you become part of the tradition of breaking barriers in your community, breaking ground in your career, and bringing it with everything you do. From how you look to how you move in the classroom, on the court, and on the field. That's why Academy Sports and Outdoors is proud to celebrate the HBCU legacy and all those to add to it in their own way.
Great crowd today, and oh my goodness, look at there, Ice Cube, or at least the shirt says Ice Cube.
Today was a good day.
And now Albany State trying to find some good offense right now because they've been stonewalled so far by Morehouse.
You know, Albany State, their offense in the first quarter, they put up 72 points so far. So this offense is going to get clicking in a few moments. I'm expecting that because they are a well-coached team by Coach Gardenia. Sullivan, as you noted earlier, he's a good passer. They have a good offensive line, so they're going to mix it up on Morehouse's defense.
Sullivan now looking to throw, getting some pressure on the backside and incomplete. Pass intended for Rashad Jordan. And Coach G making that quarterback change because he wanted a little bit more production out of the position.
Yeah, James Sullivan, he had a guy wide open, had a post right there, drag across. And when you're running as a quarterback, when you run into your throwing arm side, the ball tends to drift on you. So sometimes you have to remind yourself to throw a little more backward from the direction that you're running, because if you don't, the ball's going to sail on you and go in front of the receiver like it did on that play.
3rd down and 7. And once again trying to find somebody. Christian Grant, the tight end, he was open, but that ball just sailed on him.
Yeah, that was a flutter ball right there. That looked like one of them Peyton Manning balls. You know, I used to play with Peyton Manning, and, you know, if you look at all of Peyton Manning's passes, they were like fluttering. I don't know how the receivers could concentrate and catch the ball. But right there, Sullivan had a guy wide open. He just got to lower that shoulder and deliver a nice ball. A couple of times Sullivan he's had receivers open. He just got to settle down and, as they say, hit them right between the numbers.
Brown, the punt. Gets a good one off. And it'll go out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. And that looks like that's just the starting field position today for the Maroon Tigers. All of their starts have been inside the 30, 20, 25. We'll see if they can get their offense started, or will the dirty blue defense cause a turnover. We'll see. Morehouse College looking to get their first win of the year, and Albany State trying to keep pace with the SIAC East leader, Benedict College, see if they can have an outside shot at winning the East and making it to the championship game. First down now for the Tigers. Dallas Johnson wearing a substitute number instead of his traditional 24. He's wearing 21 today, and he gets a few yards on the carry, this time brought down by Malik Barnes.
Yeah, Malik Barnes again, another one of those four linebackers in that 3-4 defense that are playmakers. So we've heard from Barnes, we've heard from Leroy, and we have Pierre. So again, the strength of this Albany defense is their linebackers.
And just dropped it in and out of his hands, Brogdon Corda, sophomore wide receiver.
You know, Morehouse, their offense, they are a very slow starter. They've only scored 3 points total in this whole season up to this point. So they typically come back in the second quarter, make adjustments, and put a few points on the board. But today, if they're going to beat Albany State, they have to break that mold of not scoring points in the first quarter. If they don't, then this game can easily get away from them.
The game clock operator. Reset the game clock. 6 minutes, 41 seconds. 6 minutes.
And our officials just letting them know when to start the clock.
See, it's good. See that lets everybody know the time is being kept on the field. The more accurate time is on the field with the refs.
Finds a receiver in Corey Fleming, enough for a first down and moving the chains, and they finally get out of that hole inside their own 20-yard line. Good pitch and catch.
Again, Kamar, Fleming's great throw. Fleming shows a little bit of vertical right there, gets in between the defensive guy. That is what makes this play happen. Fleming is in front of the defensive guy.
Another positive play now by Dallas Johnson on the ground, able to get about 5 or 6 yards on that carry, getting close to midfield.
And where did they run the ball? Up in that bubble. In the middle, as they say. We're trying to draw a seal here and a seal here and run it in the alley. Oh, Vince Lombardi.
Second and 3, and almost tried to bring it in with one hand was Ronnie Howard, but he just couldn't draw it in.
Yeah, Malik Barnes almost knocked that ball down. See him right there? Malik Barnes almost got his hands on it. But again, great play by Albany State defense. Kamar, he wasn't expecting that.
3rd and 3 now for the Maroon Tigers. Hand off to Johnson. Johnson gets to the line of scrimmage, but doesn't get much more because a lot of defenders right there to say hello. Ty Glenn amongst others right there to do it.
Yeah, and you know, Ty Glenn, if Morehouse is going to run the ball in the middle, they got to move Ty Glenn. 310 pounds worth of girth.
4th down. Looks like the Maroon Tigers are going to go for it. They're going to send Dallas Johnson out, and looks like they had some movement. And looks like Ty Glenn may be the one that was kicking himself.
Yeah, he's shaking his head, so you know it's on him.
Like, no.
Yeah, right here again.
With contact, number 97, 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
See, I can never get that. I'm like, you're right there by the ball. Watch the ball. Now, I can understand if it's a defensive end, but when you are right there next to the ball, there's no way you should jump off sides. Move when the ball moves. They actually do a drill in practice where the guys get off on the ball. Watch the ball. That's what the coaches would say. Watch the ball.
Well, Glenn's infraction gives them a 1st down into Golden Ram territory. Johnson now on the carry, and all of those penalty yards were taken away by the Blue Death defense. They were able to corral him. Stephon Pierre right there to lead the way.
Yeah, Stephon Pierre, he was our most watched, the guy to watch, and let's watch him right here, right there to make the play. Solo, and he's had a lot of solo tackles this season, so that's why he was our player to watch. This guy is the machine for this Dirty Blue defense.
Preseason Defensive Player of the Year, and that one is incomplete. Intended for Corda. And once again, Stephon Pierre and company, along with Malachi Brown, able to make the play.
You know, and that's what I like about Stephon. This guy, he can tackle, he can wave his hands with his blue gloves, and he can cover. So he's that complete guy. He's that guy that I would definitely want to have on my team.
So now another 3rd and long situation for the Maroon Tigers. Carlisle now has some room, going to throw it, and once again, every time he looks for Corey Fleming, it's always high and out of reach.
Yeah, sometimes that has a lot to do with the technique, James. You know, there's certain types of techniques that the quarterback got to have in order to deliver that ball. If you have that, if you're throwing off your back leg, that ball's going to sail on you. You know, I remember they used to say that about Cam Newton when he was with Carolina. The ball would sail on him. He's throwing from his back foot. You got to step into that throw. So, but either way, Coach Gardenia right there, he's glad that they're getting another opportunity for their offense to receive this ball.
3rd punt of the day for Baker. Rashard Jordan will call for a fair catch at the 21-yard line. So far, it has just been a battle of attrition. Nobody has been able to move their offenses very well early in this one.
Yeah, you know, this is the part of the season where, you know, it's beginning to become a grind now. You know, the early part of the season, everybody's energetic and happy. Now, like you said, with Morehouse, they had some injuries. Now the body starts to get tired. So this is where they say the champions step up. And those who are ready to go home, they basically are just out here just going through the motion.
Starting from their own 20 now. Give to Jaquez Williams, and he's able to get a few yards before he's brought down. Price Stevens in on the tackle.
You know, Albany, they've only had 2 losses. They lost to Florida A&M, which they stayed in there pretty good with the Rattlers. And then, of course, they had that battle with Benedict. And Benedict right now, they're showing that they are the class of the SIAC. But Albany State is saying, hold on, don't forget about us. We'll see you guys again later on.
Another run, and looks like he's off to the races. Look at this young man go. Jaquez Williams, can anybody catch him? Looks like they say he's down right at the 1-yard line, but what an inside run by Jaquez Williams. Huge play for the Golden Rams.
It was just a matter of time, James. Just a matter of time. It's just like Novocaine. Just give it time, and it's going to run. And right there, wide open, untouched, giving out a gas. But can I make it? Oh, I'm going to get reach. But I unfortunately didn't get in.
Now, they're saying that he made it, but his knee did go down before the front part of his body went across the goal line.
You got to get the ball to him and let him finish it off.
They give it to Williams again, but this time the Maroon Tigers are there to say no. Tyler Hunter and company, along with Steven Singleton, there to make the tackle.
You know what? You got to come back again.
You got to
give it to him again. You just got to dial up a different play. Coach Gardini, the offensive coordinators, they got to dial up another play. But you got to give Jaquez Williams an opportunity to score.
2nd and goal. Give again to Williams. And they call it a touchdown. He makes it across finally. And yes, the Golden Ram fans are feeling good right now. Jaquez got about 78 yards of that before he had to work a little harder to get the final 2 as they finally get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, like I said, you got to let him finish it off. You got to let him put his own cherry on top. Again, offensive lineman, man on man, hat on hat. You see the offensive line pushing. They're going to get Williams into that end zone. He finishes it off with a touchdown. Everybody celebrating. Look, he's tired, too. He's like, look at him blowing. Look at his jaws. But, hey, he got the 6, put Albany State up.
Point after attempt is up, and it is good. 2 minutes and 1 second left here in the opening quarter, and they just took time, as you said, like Novocaine, just give it time. And this young man really stepped up big and made it all the way to the 2 and then finally in for the score. And look at this run again.
Yeah, look at that kick out right there. But untouched. I don't think no Morehouse defender touched Williams. And now it's all about, look at him looking around. He's kind of stumbled almost right there. Them knees starting to get tired. Them hip flexors starting to get tired. But, hey, he got it. He finally got the ball right here. Gets it in. Offensive line pushing. Everybody wants to see Williams get that touchdown, finishes it off. Touchdown, Albany State.
And Coach G is obviously happy, but not necessarily satisfied, as his team has an early 7-0 lead here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Coach Gabe, he's done a great job while he's been here at Albany State. You know, coming to a culture, he got the guys to buy in, and Albany State has had a lot of tradition as far as coaches here. So Coach Gabe, he's doing a great job as well, continuing to raise the bar of Albany State Golden Rams football.
This one possibly can be returned dribble, but no, it goes into the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now we've seen Albany State use their bread and butter to start eating a little bit. Now we'll see what Kamar Carlisle can do to get his team to start eating some offensive yards and points.
Yeah, KC. That's what I'm going to start calling him, KC. He just got to go find his JoJo. And you got to find his JoJo. They got to just say, hey, can we make it happen? Come and talk to me. So we'll see what Kamar and the Morehouse offense can do on this drive. But they got to put some momentum going. They have not crossed Albany State's 50-yard line yet. They have not gotten on their side of the ball.
Finally finds his tight end in Corey Fleming, and he's able to get maybe 2 yards on that carry.
You know, I think the tight end could be a very effective player if put in the right positions. You know, you see a lot of the 3 wide receivers, 4 wide receivers, but I think that tight end is a missing component.
And looks like it was possibly intercepted. The officials say yes, it is. And who's that man? Big number 1,
Results on the
Antonio
field.
Leroy.
Interception. First down, Albany State.
And congratulations to Antonio Leroy on senior day. He's already got something special, interception.
Yeah, Antonio Leroy again. James Hawkins, we haven't called his name yet out of that Albany State defense, but we're going to call his name at some point, I believe that. But right now, we're talking about Antonio Leroy. Again, great play. Not only can these guys tackle, but they can catch the ball. You rarely see that in linebackers.
Fulks in at running back, and he's able to get some positive yards close to a first down. Marcus Fulks. Been banged up a little bit, had a little bit of an injury, and they're slowly but surely trying to bring him back.
5'10", 180. You know, he's that dasher. He's that guy, you know, he's quick, he's explosive. Continue to give him the ball, and he's going to be productive for you as well. So Albany State got a good staple of running backs.
Fulks again finds a huge hole, gets inside the 20, down to about the 10-yard line. First down, moves the chains, and it'll be first and goal for the Golden Rams.
Again, as I alluded to earlier, the offensive line of Albany State, look at that hole. You could drive a truck through that. That's kind of like that Emmitt Smith when he played with the Dallas Cowboys. I'm like, that offensive line just opened up the hole. And like I said earlier, Albany State offensive line outweighs Morehouse's defensive line by almost 300 extra pounds.
Give again to Fulks, and this time in short field, the defense able to squash those huge gainers and stop them at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, again, that is where Albany State offense does not want Morehouse's defense to realize. They don't want Morehouse defensive line to realize that they can beat them with quickness. But you know what? It also wears you down as a defense when you have to use all that energy to elude and avoid those big offensive linemen. So let's see how long Morehouse's defensive line can continue to make plays like they just did.
Give again to Fulks. Finds a little crease and gains about 2 or 3.
Now, the other thing, if you don't have the size to be able to tackle these guys running the ball defense, you got to have with heart, play with heart.
We've finished 1 complete quarter, 3 more to go, and it is Albany State with the lead. They came out running early and often on senior day, and a big play by Jaquez Williams set up the opening score. More to come. Stay tuned. Coach G has really brought back that championship feel for the Golden Rams of Albany State. Last year, bringing home the conference title and a playoff berth.
And right now, they're trying to score again to get some more points on the board. But they got to go against a stingy Morehouse defense that's saying, hey, we may not have won a game, but we still got pride. Maroon Tiger pride.
Trying to capitalize after the Antonio Leroy interception. Sullivan looking to throw and incomplete.
Pass incomplete for the Golden Rams.
Pass intended for Christian Grant. And now it is Morehouse who are applying pressure to the quarterback.
Yeah, you see, that's what pride to do for you. Pride to make you rush. Pride to make you say no. And right there we saw Joe Gritman come with a little pressure on Sullivan. Made him get rid of that ball sooner than he wanted to.
Field goal attempt now for Eli Mashburn.
And, you know, that's a win for Morehouse's defense to hold Albany State to this field goal.
Kick is up, and it is good. And they put 3 more on the board. And it's 10-0. We'll have more coming up.
Trophies, awards, medals.
They show your hard work paid off.
In a game of life, there are also trophies.
They look like an organized financial plan to pay for your college, maybe even graduate school.
Buying a house is a trophy.
Starting your own business, that's a championship trophy.
To help students gain the financial savvy to succeed at life, UBS has teamed with EverFi and the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference to create Elevate.
Elevate delivers personalized financial training, access to wellness workshops, and career development programs, all for free and designed exclusively for SIAC communities.
Financial freedom, that's the ultimate trophy. Get started today at ubs.com/elevate.
When you're part of something bigger than yourself, it feels like all you ever do is win, win, win. And when that something is an HBCU, you know you can't help but win, win, win. So, as proud supporters of HBCU programs, we just can't lose.
At Georgia Power, millions of Georgians depend on us to deliver clean, safe, reliable, and affordable energy. That's why we've invested nearly $10 billion to make the electric grid stronger and smarter, and to improve service and reduce outages. By deploying high-tech, self-healing networks, we can find problems quickly, reroute power, and keep Georgians connected. We're committed to making critical investments to meet our customers' needs today and for decades to come.
When you join the HBCU family, you become part of the tradition of breaking barriers in your community, breaking ground in your career, and bringing it with everything you do. From how you look to how you move in the classroom, on the court, and on the field. That's why Academy Sports and Outdoors is proud to celebrate the HBCU legacy and all those to add to it in their own way.
Coach G trying to get his team offensively rolling again. Their only conference loss is to the current undefeated team, nationally ranked Benedict College. And Albany really put up a good fight. That was a close ball game, but all is not lost for the Golden Rams. They are also nationally ranked, and they have an opportunity possibly to win the conference, but also to make the Division II playoffs. This is a short kick, returnable, but they keep their feet. Gets out to the 21-yard line of the Tigers. And Jalen West on the return.
You know, the one thing they got to teach Jalen West and all returners who are watching, these young returners, whether you are in high school watching this game today or if you're in another college watching this game today, never let the ball on a kick off or a kick return hit the ground. That is a no-no. That is a sin to let the ball hit the ground. So Jalen West, I'm pretty sure the coach is going to tell him never let the ball hit the ground. It throws off the timing for all the blockers.
Finds a receiver. Looks like enough for a first down. And they'll be able to move the chains, and that was a good one to Corey Fleming, the tight end.
Again, that was a great throw, throwing away from the throwing shoulder to be able to take and have the technique to deliver that ball to Fleming's right there was a great throw.
Going to try to keep it on the ground, and wow, could not get out of the hands of the defender. Good play there by number 14, Trey Bishop, one of the seniors, stepping up big to corral Zion Buis.
Yeah, Zion was trying to get to his outside of this fast, tenacious, dirty blue defense and was unsuccessful. Again, see them three defensive linemen. You know, the defensive linemen, they sit there and take that knee. Them guys don't even try to get up while the offense is trying to get that check with me play.
Carlisle got some room to run. And once again, open field tackle made by Antonio Leroy. His senior day is going to be memorable because he's making a lot of plays.
Yeah, Antonio Leroy got an interception, made a tackle right there. You know, the thing about this Albany State defense, if I can say one thing about them right now, you got to make sure you have somebody pushing the quarterback in the middle. Right there, nobody was in the middle. Kamar steps up, but thanks to Antonio Leroy right there, he minimized what could have happened. Now, also, Morehouse, they're not very good on third down, only 28% conversion.
Carlisle looking to throw, finds a receiver, gets the first down, converts. Oh, the ball is loose. Albany State has the loose ball. Great play by the defense. As they say, if you can't bring the man down, strip it away. And James Hawkins, you said we were going to call his name. He gets the loose ball.
Yeah, again, right here. One guy secured the tackle. You know the guy's going to be tackled. Then the next guy comes in, rip the ball
on
out.
The field.
Optimistic
Catch,
defense.
Subsequently fumbled.
Gets the
play.
play.
By Albany State. First
makes
down.
the turnover. Albany State gets the ball with the offense coming back on the field.
That's textbook team defense at its best.
Yeah, James Hawkins again. We've called everybody name. James must have heard me talking about him. He must have heard me say, okay, we haven't called his name because he just made a big play for that dirty blue defense. Number 4 right there in the middle of your screen. Well, what now? I got to know where's the chain. He's supposed to have the chain. The hammer.
First carry doesn't go very far.
No, they don't have the chain no more, the hammer, the turnover chain, the turnover hammer. They got to get James Hawkins something. Yeah, we see you, James.
I think he's just calling it business as usual.
Calling it business, another day at the job. Yeah, James, I see you, buddy. Yeah, he said, yeah, Tyrone talking about me, James talking about me. Yeah, ESPN, we talking about you guys. Yeah, they step on, we talking about you too.
Bounce, hits the ground, and that was just a broken play by Jaden Sullivan. Looks like he wanted to make the fake and just couldn't do it, and standing on top of him is Didier Ahipu. See, I said it faster, Didier Ahipu, and he was able to make the play.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can say Didier Ahipu. We've called his name a couple of times. He made some plays for this Morehouse defense. So, you know, it's guys like that, you know, they play hard regardless of what the score is. Now, what I will say, one of his teammates need to come and put his jersey back off his shoulder pad. So, you know, but he's playing hard. He's playing hard.
Third down and long for the Rams. It looks like we got a timeout call. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll see if the offense can continue to keep moving for Albany State.
Time out on the field. Albany State.
Coach G called a timeout, just try to get his offense on the same page with the plays that he's trying to call. 3rd down and 8. They're up 10-0, trying to add on to it. Each win is important because in Division II playoffs, it's more than just automatic bid. It is a committee that selects teams out of each region. Sullivan once again cannot get his hands on the football properly, but there is a flag on the play.
Never want to see that ball hit the ground. Sometimes that center.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 65. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Jawan Gordon, the junior offensive lineman, called for the infraction.
And sometimes when you see that ball hit the ground and the quarterback is a low snap, usually the offensive line or that center recognizes that a blitz is coming and they try to make sure they snap that ball so they can get to their assignment. Right there, see Morehouse faking blitzing, a blitz.
Throw and catch reception made, enough for the 1st down. Good play there by Tyree Taylor. The tight end steps up big. Good throw by Sullivan.
Yeah, again, you see Morehouse come with a little blitz right there. Anytime you're going to blitz, you're always going to leave a man-to-man opportunity. And right there, great connection to Sullivan, to Tyree. Picks up a big gain for Albany State's offense.
Now they're in Maroon Tiger territory, ball at the 30-yard line. Hand off to Williams, but this time they find out Williams is there and shut the door pretty quickly after a 1-yard gain.
There's our guy again. Again,
Sullivan's no gain.
Sullivan's been playing pretty well. He's managing the game, like you said. Coach G wanted to find that guy that could kind of manage the offense running and then also being able to throw the ball. So Sullivan's doing pretty well today, throwing and handing the ball off to his stable of running backs, Williams and Cam Ward and all those good guys.
Another run again, second and third effort, getting him close to the first down marker. He'll be about 2 yards short. But Jaquez Williams really showing that he wants to stay out there. Even though he was breathing heavy after that long run, he's gotten his second win already.
Yeah, I know, right? You know, those guys, those running backs, I'm like, in practice, most of the times if you go to a practice and you see a running play by a running back, usually they get their conditioning in by running an extra like 30 yards and then come back to the huddle and they let another running back come in. But these guys are well conditioned. And Williams, that long run, he's able to come back and bounce back with more runs. Great shape.
Williams looking to hit the first down marker inside the 20. Looks like he got just enough to do that. And looks, depending on the spot, looks like it's either going to be 4th and inches or first down. They say no, he's short. So it'll be 4th and inches for the Golden Rams from the Maroon Tiger 19.5-yard line.
Coach Gabe, he's looking at his playbook for the next play. He's expecting Albany to get this first down here. I'm expecting Albany, they in a goal line type offense, to run it straight at them.
First down and more for Jaquez. Jaquez almost got away, but Carlos Donovan able to make a touchdown saving tackle, and Williams really saw the goal line and wanted to cross it.
Again, just hand it straight. Kick out blocks. The rest is up to Williams. Bounce it out to the outside. Great vision to see it open up to the outside. Picks up extra yards. He's been doing very well today. He's really, like you said, he wants to be the main featured back in this Albany State offense.
The youth movement is in full effect right now for Albany State. High snap. Goes over the head of the quarterback, but smart move by Jaden Sullivan to land on top of it. But all of that hard work by the running game moves them all the way back just by one play.
Yeah, now if there's a blessing on this play, two blessings, two things. Number one, Sullivan was able to get the ball back. That's number one. But number two, yes, they lost yard, but it's only second down. So they still can get back up into a spot to score. But you never want to see anything like that happens. This is the second time I'm pretty sure Coach Gabe is not satisfied. A low snap earlier, a high snap just then.
Looking to throw in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Ralph Lovett, and he just could not catch up with that one.
Yeah, you're talking about the youth movement right there. Lovett, a junior, he has to come down with that ball. Good throw by Sullivan. We'll see it right here. As I have been told, James, if it hits your hands, touch your hands, you got to catch it.
So it's a catchable ball.
It's a catchable ball if it touches your hand. So this is where sometimes guys do them fingertip catches. They get in there and like squeeze, like they're like equipment that you can squeeze to strengthen up your fingertips. And that would have been a fingertip type catch.
Coach G calls his second timeout of the half. We'll take one with him, and we'll see if Albany State can figure it out in the red zone as they have a 10-0 lead. Stay tuned.
New Sprite? Nah, same Sprite, new bottle. It's kinda like same floater, new heights.
Same jam, new style points.
Same pregame, new drip.
Same spokes, new person.
Same ice, new tray. That's cold.
New bottle, same refreshing Sprite.
When you
you join the HBCU family, you become part of the tradition of breaking barriers in your community, breaking ground in your career, and bringing it with everything you do. From how you look to how you move in the classroom, on the court, and on the field. That's why Academy Sports and Outdoors is proud to celebrate the HBCU legacy and all those to add to it in their own way.
At Georgia Power, millions of Georgians depend on us to deliver clean, safe, reliable, and affordable energy. That's why we've invested nearly $10 billion to make the electric grid stronger and smarter, and to improve service and reduce outages. By deploying high-tech, self-healing networks, we can find problems quickly, reroute power, and keep Georgians connected. We're committed to making critical investments to meet our customers' needs today and for decades to come.
Coach G trying to draw up something to keep this offense rolling off of the legs of Jaquez Williams and the arm of Jaden Sullivan. They have been able to get 10 points on the board and trying to add more in this key SIAC matchup. James Redd along with Tyrone Poole. And Tyrone, this is something that you have to impress the committee when you're not necessarily in first place in your particular conference.
And that means you got to put points on the board. You got to blow your team out. Teams that are not supposed to be on your level, you got to put up a lot of points.
And they'll call that an incomplete pass. And they're trying to say that it hit the ground. And they say, no, it's an interception. Let's take a look at it again. Oh, it hit the ground.
Man, you know what that play, when I see that, every time I see that play, that reminds me of the Super Bowl 51 with Julian Edelman when they played against the Falcons. That ball was on the defensive back leg and actually gave him an opportunity to catch it. Same similar situation right there, man. I'm like, sometimes it's just how that ball bounces.
Xavier McKinney is the Maroon Tiger, will get credit
for
the interception because the ball does go up in the air. And now, once again, the Maroon Tigers are back in business on offense, but that is an incomplete pass to Howard.
But, you know, plays like that happen, the reason why McKinney got that interception is because of hustle. If he was not hustling, he would not have gotten that ball. That's what I like about sports. That's what I like about football. It's a hustle play. Hustle. Every play is a hustle play. And Morehouse need to hustle and get this ball down the field.
Second down and 10. 10 seconds on the play clock. They got to hurry up and get the play off. They do in time. Getting some pressure, and down goes Carlisle. Another big sack. And Stephon Pierre was right there to say hello for Albany State.
All the boys at linebacker making plays. And again, this is why we singled out Stephon. We could have singled out all the Albany State linebackers, but this guy is special, very special, number 30. So he can cover, he can just play defense, he can sack, he can rush the passer, tackle the running back. He's a complete player.
Now third down and long. Timeout now called by Morehouse. When we come back, we'll see if they can work their way out of a third and long situation. Stay tuned. Cheerleaders for Albany State rooting on their Golden Ram team as they have a 10-0 lead here in the second quarter. And they have the Maroon Tigers pitted back inside their own 10-yard line. Third down, trying to keep it safe. And quickly brought down well short of the first down.
Trey Bishop, you want to talk about an aggressive tackle by number 14. That's how you finish it right there, Jane. That was an aggressive WWE type of takedown right there. So I like it, though. I like the aggressiveness by Albany State defense. You know, Bishop just showed it right there, number 14. We've seen Stefan. We've seen all these guys just tackle and play hard and aggressive.
That one will go out. It will go out of bounds. Takes a Morehouse bounce. And they will say that it went out of bounds in the air at about the 45-yard line of Albany State. Good field position now for Coach G and his Golden Ram team as they try to add on to their 10-0 lead.
You know, if you're Albany State, again, like you alluded to, they're in the thick of things. Benedict, yes, they are the lead runners in this SIAC East. Then you got Fort Valley, which is going to be a big matchup between Albany State and Fort Valley next week. So Albany State needs to play well against Morehouse today to show that committee that they belong in the playoffs.
Rushing attack, another big play opportunity, and keeping it going, Jaquez Williams. Now he is well over 100 yards, close to 150, which has been his career high so far. And he's only played, this is just his third game playing.
Again, you watch the offensive lineman, just the kick out and the tenacity, his balance by Williams. But it all started with that offensive line for Albany State.
And now it looks like Williams is down and they're stretching out his leg. May have cramped up already.
That's a lot of running Williams is doing. Hopefully that's what it is. It looks like that's what it is. Again, those muscles, if you don't hydrate them correctly, if you don't put your electrolytes in correctly, that's why it's important as an athlete. Your body is your business. You have to take your body and treat it like your car. You got to eat right. You got to put the right gasoline, put the right food in your body. You put the right gasoline in your car. If you do that, your body will take care of you. But Malik Williams has had a great game so far, and hopefully it is a cramp. But Coach Freeman, I'm like, he's like Jim Moore. I just hope we can win a game. So, you know, but Coach Freeman, again, great coach, great tenure at Morehouse. These guys are playing very hard. They're only down 10 points, so they can easily get back into this game.
Williams is helped off the field. Now, before he went down, he had 11 carries for 131 yards, and we haven't even gotten to halftime. He's averaging almost 12 yards a carry.
Yeah, when you see a running back averaging that much, James, that means that offensive line is doing a superior job on that defensive line, against the defensive line.
Fulks is back in at the running back. They give it to Marcus Fulks, and he goes nowhere fast, actually pushed back a few yards. Didier Hippu there along with Joel Gertman on the tackle.
Yeah, Hippu, we've been calling his name, number 33 for Morehouse, and these guys have been playing well. Sullivan right there, he's been doing just enough to keep this Albany State offense, as you guys have heard me say this before, as Hank Stram would say, the late Hank Stram. Sullivan has kept this offense trickling down the field.
Second down and 11. Time to throw it long, trying to find someone, and does, into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Rams. Great play by Jamil Williams. And Albany State is on the board again. Great pitch and catch, 31 yards on the throw.
Yeah, great throw right here by Sullivan. Defensive back was not watching. Tyler Davis was not watching. Didn't see the ball coming. Great play by Jamil Williams to locate the ball, haul it in for another touchdown for Albany State. But as a defensive back, you got to read the receiver's hands and his eyes. When his head go around, hands go up, that ball is coming.
The youth movement is in full effect right now for Albany State. That was a freshman in Jamil Williams getting a pass from a sophomore in Jaden Sullivan.
And that's what you want to do. If you want to continue to have championships after championships, playing for a title every year, you got to replace one part with another part. You got a senior going out the door. As it's senior day here in Albany State, you got to have freshmen and sophomores ready to step up to say, hey, I'll take that throne. It's my time. So right now, William is saying, it's my time. It's William time, okay?
Right now it's referee's time to talk. And they confirmed the touchdown pass. And the Albany State student body definitely enjoying this. And for Jamil Williams, he's enjoying that touchdown here at the final home game.
Yes, he is. Now, all we're missing is a Miller. So it'll be Williams' time, and then it'll be Miller time.
Point after attempt is up, and it is good. 4:18 left here in the opening half. And it's been all Albany State up 17-0. Take another look at this fantastic pitch and catch from Sullivan to Williams.
Sullivan gets pushed out. Great rush by Morehouse's defensive line. Didn't have nobody contained, so Sullivan was able to find Williams. Again, the defensive back for Morehouse, Tyler Davis, 23 right there, gets his head around a little too late. Williams right there, number 80, able to make a play on the ball for a touchdown for Albany State. He's telling everybody, okay, this is how I did it. This is how I did it. Just another day at the job.
Jamil out of College Park, Georgia, Benjamin Banneker High School. 5'11", 180. The future is bright for this young man. Just got to keep developing.
Exactly. Keep developing. And here's something else I would tell Williams or any of these receivers, these special position, skill guys, running backs, wide receivers. I'm pretty sure Coach Gabe has told them as well. These guys should run track. Run track. It helps you with your speed. It helps you with your overall play. I did it. Ran track and played football. And you can see what it did for me.
Goes out of bounds at about the 9-yard line. The flag goes down. It'll be the option for Morehouse if they want him to re-kick it, or they'll take it out at about the 35.
I would make him re-kick it because, again, them guys
Kick
run down there.
Kicking team, number 46. By rule, ball be placed at the 35-yard line, first down.
Now, that's the rule that I had to really remind myself about because that's pretty good field position at the 35.
Yeah, it is. It is 35. But if I had a choice, I would make them re-kick if there was an opportunity because them guys get tired. They sprinting down. I'm like, hey, 9 times out of 10, you probably get a big return if you're able to run the ball, catch it. But either way, great field position for Morehouse.
Trying to get on the scoreboard. Kmar Carlisle keeps it, has some room to run, stretches out that 6'3" body and able to stretch forward for a first down as he shoots that arm forward.
Yeah, Carlisle, I love to see him run, but I just am fascinated when he's able to throw the ball. So if he can throw the ball, I love him running the ball, but I would rather see him throw the ball. Again, anytime a quarterback takes off running the ball, I just don't like it. They're back there to throw the ball.
And another reception made, this time first one of the day for Brogdon Corda.
Yeah,
Turner there on the coverage.
Everybody getting a little bit of TV time. You know, Turner right there, 22. Yeah, we've seen pretty much everybody. We got to spotlight everybody on that dirty blue defense. Everybody's making plays.
Trying to find some running room and does not do it. Dallas Johnson, he's wearing 21 today rather than his traditional 24. And he just gets to the line of scrimmage for now 3rd down and about 4.
Yeah, Dallas, he can wear 0 or 21, but nevertheless, he's still 6 foot, 180. He's a freshman, James. That's a great thing about it. He's a freshman. He'll be back. He'll be back.
10 seconds left on the play clock. Carlisle checking with the sideline to get the play in. Going to send Johnson sprinting out. Now here comes the blitz. And they tackle him and bring him down. Now, will they call him in the grass? That'll be the key. They did call him in the grass. And a good play there by Trey Bishop coming in from that defensive back spot.
Yeah, as soon as that extra blocker left, Dallas left, it was open season on Carlisle. And right there, you got the linebackers again for Albany State bringing that pressure to the sidelines again. That's when you know it's a long day. You take your helmet off like that and you throw your arms around. It's a long day.
Fair catch once again at the 15-yard line, 16-yard line. Good punt by Baker. So now we'll see if the Golden Ram offense, with less than 2 minutes in the half, can generate some more points. They have 17. They've been in the red zone quite a few times today, but only walking away with 17 points.
But this is where you're going to see, hopefully, Albany State's 2-minute offense. It's basically 1:59, just under 2 minutes left in this game. So this is what 2-minute offense is. You're going to see plays. They're going to be called in very quickly. You're going to see the offense hustle, get on the ball, and try to get as many snaps in as they can to get this ball down the field.
Sullivan going to throw long. Wow, finds a receiver, has enough for the first down and more. Great play by Tyree Taylor, the tight end. Huge gainer there, brings him into Maroon Tiger territory.
Again, rollout, good throw, good catch. And that's a real hard throw when you're rolling to your side that you're throwing from, because the ball, again, like earlier, has an opportunity to sail on you. But right there, Sullivan was able to complete that pass. Albany State already on Morehouse's side of the field.
From the Morehouse 43. Once again, throwing long and just out of the reach of the intended receiver. Ralph Lovett, he's looking for his first catch of the day.
Now, this is where you can see Albany State offense slow it down. Earlier, I said that they were going to go into their 2-minute offense. You're going to start seeing the plays come in very quickly, very quickly. But from that big play that allowed Albany State to get on Morehouse's side of the field, you're now going to see them slow the ball down. You're going to see that check with me. You can kind of see it right now. They're taking their time. They got 2 timeouts left with 1:43, so they can run their regular offense right now.
Folks on the carry. Second effort gets him close to the first down marker inside the 40, down to the 35. Folks was a featured back last season and the start of this season. Injury sort of slowed him down a bit, allowing Jaquez Williams to really come out and shine. But now Williams looks like he's a little banged up, and here comes Folks again.
Well, that's why you want to have depth. In any sport, you want to have depth.
Sullivan. And he does the smart thing and throws it out of bounds.
And by throwing the ball out of bounds.
Penalty for intentional grounding. Number 11 is in the area.
So now, interesting call here. 4th and 3 with 1:03 left to go in the half. Rather than trying to go for it, they're putting on the appearance. They're bringing in Gilbert Brown and the punt unit.
And this is where you see those punters, they kick those knuckleballs. You know, this is not like a true punt. It's like you want to pooch kick the punt. It's kind of like a knuckleball. Just get it in the air. Don't let it go past. Don't let it go in the end zone.
And it does go out of bounds depending on the spot. Looks like it'll be inside the 20. And, oh, no, exactly at the 20. Gilbert Brown, as they say, he did his job, made sure that it wasn't a returnable kick.
Yeah, as a punter, Gilbert Brown doesn't like that because that short kick actually hurts his average a little bit. So, you know, I'm pretty sure as a punter, you're like, oh, man, I hate kicking on the short field because it's going to shorten and go into my take away from my average. But again, like you say, you got to do your job. Do your job and do it well. Actually, that's what we used to say in New England.
Oh, do your
job and do it well.
Okay. We'll see if Carlisle can work well in less than a minute to play here in the half. Getting some pressure. They try a screen. Johnson eludes one defender and stretches it out, gets the first down out to the 35. Good play call there.
Excellent play call right there, James. You hit it right on the head. I was going to talk about that. I like the screen play, and that was a great call. You see a lot of NFL teams run the screens on like 2-minute situations. Let's not forget, Coach Freeman spent time with the Atlanta Falcons as well.
And once again, the pitch and catch works. Reception made. This time to his taller receiver, Ronnie Howard, who stands at 6'4".
And you start to see Morehouse with the hurry up, He was able to get out of bounds, but still, this is what they call a 2-minute hurry-up offense by Morehouse.
Brought in an extra blocker in Joshua Weems playing the fullback spot in the backfield. Throwing it again, and another catch made, this time by Brogdon Corda. And enough for the first down. Seems as though the faster pace is working for the Maroon Tigers.
Well, this is just something that they actually do with time. 27 ticks left on the clock. It was 57 when they got the ball. This is hurry-up offense, and it actually can create plays if you can work it.
Carlisle going deep, and this time over the intended receiver, Carmen Branson. And he paid the price for that one, got hit. But good coverage there by Albany State. 19 seconds left for number 19.
And that incomplete pass does stop the clock. But also, I think if you, in this situation like this, play design, you got to have something going deep, but also have a crosser. So you can have a dump off. You can have a check down. Instead of sending everybody deep, now you kind of put yourself in a situation where a ball could be intercepted. But in this case, it was incomplete, stopped the clock. Morehouse has second down.
Carlisle looking to throw, got to elude one defender, and the ball just floats out of bounds, and he, wow, barely got it off before he crossed the line of scrimmage.
Now, if your Albany State defense, what type of defense are they playing? They're playing a break but don't bend type of defense. What the defensive coordinator is telling their secondary, their linebacker, those in coverage, don't get beat deep. Don't give up the big play. Let them catch everything underneath, and we rally, hustle, pursue, tackle the ball, line back up, the clock runs out. But don't get beat deep. You see their corners up in press.
Carlisle takes a hit. The ball is just floating. Interception by Albany. Albany State on the return. Trying to take it to the house. The ball is fumbled. It's loose. And Morehouse gets it. Oh, my goodness. What a play. And Brogdon Corda comes up with the loose ball. And with no time left, we'll see if they'll put some time back on the clock. But let's take another look at it.
Again, Albany State, man-to-man. They bring some heat, hit the quarterback. That is what caused the errant pass, intercepted, picked up by Albany State, running it back. And right here, watch the helmet on the ball. Right there, the helmet on the ball. The ball's going to come out every time. Actually, that was the quarterback that put the helmet on the ball and got it out. He makes amends on the interception.
Now the referee is going to try to figure some things out to see exactly what the call is.
Illegal substitution on the defense, 12 men on the field. 5-yard penalty, replay third down.
Wow. So remember, you cannot finish the game on a defensive penalty, and Coach G is livid.
Timeout, Morehouse.
So this gives Morehouse some life.
30 seconds.
They got 30 seconds on the clock.
Wow.
That's a 30-second timeout.
Let's take another look at it.
Again. Drop back. Blitz right there is what caused the interception. When the quarterback see that blitz coming, he's just trying to throw it up to hope somebody grabs it. But Albany State was the one that grabbed it. Great return, long strider right there. Hops over particular tackler, and the helmet on the football comes out.
And there's Coach G, and he's looking at the official saying, it's you. Not me, it's you. Now they're saying 12 men were on the field.
You know, usually there's a guy in the defense and offensive huddle that actually his job is to count the number of guys that's in the huddle.
So Jaree Turner, and let's see if we can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In the corner, 11, and looks like they may have 12. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We count 11. So I don't know where the 12th man was.
Yeah, we've seen they got 2 corners, 2 safeties, 4 linebackers, 3 linemen.
Albany State.
And now Albany's calling one timeout. They said 12 men. Coach G saying no.
Yeah,
we're not sure.
And see, this is where Division II, if you had the red flag challenge, you know, you make the referees go back and go to the film and count it, you know. But that's the thing about Division II. There is no replay. You know, you just have to go with what these referees say. And that's the downside. That's the downside of Division II. But I think they should put replay in Division II as well. Like they should. And this would have been a good challenge right there by Coach Gabe. I'm pretty sure he would have challenged. We saw him pointing the finger, so if that finger actually was the flag. So he pointed the finger, throwing the finger. He just didn't have no flag to throw.
All right, so we're going to see if they have another guy that comes out on the field. And then there's the 12th man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No matter, untimed down. Looking to throw toward the end zone, going long and almost intercepted.
Halftime.
And that will end the quarter. The Turner interception was taken off the board, but still the shutout so far is intact for the Dirty Blue defense as they have a 17-0 lead over the Maroon Tiger. All right, and Coach G?
Yes, sir.
Coach G, first of all, can we talk about your offense and the way these young players have stepped up big today?
Well, we've done a good job getting the run game going. You know, I'm real proud of that. We got to be a little more accurate in the passing game. You know, we had a drop that hurt us there too. So we just got to, you know, just put some drives together. And but I'm real proud of Quez and you know, we had to reshuffle the O-line, you know, with a bunch of new guys. So hey, they're playing good.
Your defense has been playing well as far as a team defense. They're stripping the ball. They're getting interceptions. What can you say about your Dirty Blue defense?
Well, we talk about being ball hawks every week, and, you know, we've really made a big emphasis that this year. And I'm just real proud of the guys for getting the ball out. You know, we're holding people up, and the second guy's coming in and stripping. They're just doing what we're coaching them to do. And you know, just really proud to see those guys executing that way.
All right. Thank you so very much, Coach. Good luck to you in the second half.
All right. Thank you.
All right. 17-0 is your score. Albany State with the lead, and they are trying to build upon that and have senior day be a wonderful day, not only for their great defense, but for their fantastic underclassmen-led offense today as they have a 17-0 lead. Halftime coming up. Stay tuned. Here at Albany State Coliseum, 17-0 on senior day for the Golden Rams. Morehouse still trying to figure out their offensive woes. Stay tuned. We'll have more football after halftime right here on ESPN. Stand by. Halftime here for senior day at Albany State University. 17-0 is your score as the Golden Rams have a lead over Morehouse College Maroon Tigers. James Red along with Tyrone Poole and Tyrone. This is a huge game for Morehouse. They want to get a win, but for Albany State, they're trying to move up in the standings, not only for the conference, but nationally.
Yeah, definitely. Albany State wants to win this game because the way it's running in the SIAC East, Benedict is undefeated. Fort Valley has only lost one game, which is going to make that game next week in Columbus a very big game. So it's very important and imperative that Albany State wins this game.
Let's take a look at the official SIAC standings, how they look right now. And it looks like Benedict College may have a strong shot in taking care of it. You see they're undefeated not only overall, but in conference. Fort Valley State at 4-1 in Albany State. That Fountain City Classic will be key to see who will finish possibly number 2 or number 1. Ed Waters had a pretty good season, Clark Atlanta, and you see Allen and Morehouse still looking for their first win. But the West, it is still yet to be determined. Kentucky State is playing Tuskegee right now. Lane is that anomaly. They've been able to get some quality wins, but they've also had some disappointing losses.
You know, the thing about Benedict, when I look at the East, Benedict, as long as they continue to win, they will finish undefeated. But they also had the luxury of losing one conference game, if need be, because the two teams that are chasing them, Fort Valley and Albany State, they beat both of them and beat them on their homecoming. So Benedict is in the driver's seat. Over in the West, again, you got Tuskegee. They're undefeated in the conference, and they're playing very well. So you can look for Tuskegee to continue what Coach Ruffin is trying to do there. Even though this is his last year coaching, he's going to the AD position next year.
And the SIAC Players of the Week were also outstanding. But when we come back, we'll have more halftime. 17-0 is your score. Golden Rams with the lead. Okay, highlights first. Highlights. Halftime, the Golden Rams with a 17-0 lead over Morehouse Maroon Tigers. And this has been a game in which defense has really stepped up big, Tyrone, getting turnovers, forcing the issue against Morehouse.
Yeah, it's been a big play on offense and defense for Albany State. You got Jaquez Williams. He's been running, and I still believe Morehouse defense hadn't caught up with him. And then you got the defense for Albany State. You got Antonio Leroy. Those guys been playing well.
Let's take a look at the highlights. First half, it was all Albany State leading the way, and it's this young man right here, Jaquez Williams, and that's a big run.
Yeah, he shows a little bit of speed, runs out a little bit of gas towards the end, gets down to about the 1 yard line, but I think they're going to do something special. Give it to him right here, let him push it in, and another score.
Defense also salty for Albany State. They get an interception, which leads to a 25-yard field goal by Eli Mashburn, makes it 10-0. But then we'll see if Morehouse can try to get their offense going. They find their tight end able to get it, but look at there, stripped, free ball, and Albany State gets it back. And then the offense will take over and find good pinpoint passing there by Sullivan. Once again, Jaquez Williams with another long run. He throws, he can smell the end zone, trying to find his way there. And he scoots around and gets close inside the 30. He has over 130 yards rushing so far, averaging almost 11 yards a rush. And then it will be Jamil Williams, one of the other young guns for Albany State, who gets a touchdown as they get a 17-0 lead. And in the SIAC Players of the Week, you know that young man right there, Manuel Wilson, almost 200 yards rushing last week.
Great job by Manuel Wilson. Keeps Fort Valley rolling.
And Vincent Hill was the defensive player for Tuskegee, 11 total tackles in his win against Lane, and the special teams player of the year and newcomer Antonio Meeks for Tuskegee. Tuskegee really showing well, and also newcomer of the week from Fort Valley, Diallo Mosley. Congratulations to all of those young men, the SIAC Players of the Week. And that's important when you look at Wilson, because next week they have the game against Albany.
They're going to need every healthy body, Albany and Fort Valley. It's going to be a very big game, Fountain City Classic.
Take a break. We'll have more coming up. Halftime here at the Coliseum in Albany State. 17-0 is your score in favor of the Golden Rams.
back. He's only running the ball for 1.4 yards a carry. And I'm telling you right now, that is not going to cut it. Right. And as far as Kmar, he's only completed 9 of 19 passes. So if Morehouse wants to balance off the attack with Albany State, which the defense for Morehouse has done pretty good. They're only down by 17 points. If Morehouse is going to get back into this game, they're going to have to run the ball with Dallas Johnson better, and Kmar is going to have to throw the ball more efficiently.
Let's take a look at the stats as it was a balanced attack for Albany State. 238 yards of total offense, 131 on the ground, most of that by Jaquez Williams, and 107 passing by Sullivan. And as you can see, you talked about that slow rushing attack by Morehouse, only 25 yards.
Yeah, and also Albany State is not running the ball very well as far as if you look at what they're doing. But again, the plays by Albany State has been big in this game.
Short kick, and Albany State has the football back. They deferred. They won the coin toss, and now they have the ball at the 45-yard line.
Again, Morehouse's defense has done very well against Albany State offense. So Morehouse defense just need to continue to play, need to make a few plays, take the ball away from Sullivan right there, number 10, force him into some errant passes. But as long as they have Jaquez Williams running the ball like he was doing earlier, or the running game period for Albany State, then it gives Morehouse defense not a good opportunity to get turnovers.
Sending Taylor in motion. Now he sets up in the backfield. And a good push to get about 7 or 8 yards. And there's that young man back in, Jaquez Williams. Over 100 yards in the first half, 133 to be exact, and now he's trying to add on to it.
Yeah, Jaquez Williams, 11.5, 11 point. The guy is getting 11 yards, almost a touch, but he's moving the needle. That's what you want. He's moving the needle. He's moving the ball forward every time he touches the ball.
Williams again, second effort, gets the first down deep into Maroon Tiger territory, down at the 41-yard line. This young man, only his third game of significant playing time. And he had one game where he had 154 yards rushing. Outstanding for the Atlanta native out of Reedon High School.
And what I expect to see Albany do is to give that ball feed, as you used the word earlier, feed. They're going to feed Williams, and you may see some other running backs come in to give him a little breather, but they're going to feed him the ball.
Keeping it on the ground. And now Sullivan on the keeper. He's able to get some positive yards on the play.
And see what it does, it makes life easy for Sullivan. Yeah. So when you see a pass come from Sullivan, it's going to come out of that play action because they're running the ball so well. You fake the ball to Williams. The linebackers are going to react upward towards the offensive line, which could allow some crossing routes to get behind those linebackers and make it an easy pitch and catch for Sullivan.
On second down, Williams close to the first down marker, maybe about 2 yards short.
Now, what does a great running game do? A great running game allows you to have a very, very efficient third and short. And this is how efficient I mean. When you have a running back like Williams, think about basketball. What is the most high efficient shot? It's the layup, right? So when you give the guy the ball like Williams, he puts you in third and layup first down potential. So Albany State got a good running game going with Williams. They can call any type of plays right here.
They split Williams out. Sullivan's going to keep it, gets the first down and more, and a little bit more down at about the 21-yard line. Good run there by Jaden Sullivan, not known for his legs, but he displayed good running ability there.
Again, when you got a running back like Williams, everybody's keying on him. We saw him motion out of the backfield. Guess where everybody's eyes went? They went with Williams. Watch him. Keep an eye on him. He's going to try to get the ball to Williams. a la, boom, kind of a quarterback keeper here with Sullivan. Picks up a big first down for Albany State.
Move Taylor back in the backfield, tight end in the backfield for Albany State. Now they move him over to the far side. Wow, huge hit. Oh my goodness. Can you say telegraph a lick? And that was definitely a telegraph play right there by Dantez Simpson, one of our players to watch.
Yeah, you want to knock your mouthpiece, or you see in boxing sometimes when them guys get hit with a hook and that sweat come off their forehead. If you could see the sweat come off his forehead, you would have seen the sweat come off his forehead. That was a big hit right there by Simpson. And I'm pretty sure Williams, yeah, he's going to be looking for Simpson. But that's what you want to do. But again, you got a player like Williams. He's had licks like that. He's not a starter for no reason. He understands that comes with the territory. But great play by Simpson. Great tackle. A little thump, a little woo lick right there. Make the crowd say woo.
Second down and long now for the Golden Rams. Getting some pressure, blitz, and they get to Sullivan. A sack off of the blitz. Good play there by number 3, Joe Gertman.
Yeah, again, Morehouse defense has been playing very well. They have kept the Morehouse Maroon Tigers in the game. You see Gertman right there come off a blitz. Now, our guy Williams probably can run the ball very well, but he didn't do very good on that blocking assignment against Gertman. Gertman was able to sneak through, get around Williams, and tackle our guy right there, Sullivan, for a loss.
3rd and 20. Jaquez Williams on the carry, trying to get all those yards back, gets a bunch of them, but well short of the first down.
And what Williams did do right here on this play, he did run the ball very well. Almost lost the ball, but he was able to hold on to it. But what he did do, he gave Albany State more opportunity, of a high percentage opportunity to make a field goal here. So great run by Williams right there to give the field goal unit a more possible field goal attempt.
Mashburn for his second field goal attempt of the afternoon. 40 yards. Kick is up. And no good. Looks like wide left for the Golden Rams. And Mashburn wants a flag. And he can't believe it because he thinks he may have been roughed.
Somebody got to tell the kickers, you know. Yeah, that could have been a flag right. Yeah, that definitely was a flag right there. Running into the kicker. That should have been roughing the kicker call right there. So that's one that the referees missed.
Mashburn saying throw something. Now Coach G's defense is going to have to take over. Mashburn said he can't believe it.
You know, but Mashburn, he's going to have his opportunity. If Albany State gets into the playoffs, the kickers are always important.
Incomplete pass intended for Dallas Johnson.
Again, we talked about how Albany State defense has been playing very well. We've been putting the cameras on everybody right there. Number 35, Antoine Watts. We just saw him. Again, Kmar, he has to get this offense going. He didn't really throw the ball well, completed less than 50% of his passes in the first half. So if Morehouse is to have an opportunity, he got to make sure he connects a little bit better.
Carlisle looking to throw, trying to get the screen going, and quickly wrapping it up and laying it down. Miles Lee was the running back, but he needed to say hello to Stephon Pierre, who said, I'm not having it today.
Yeah, and you know, a screen play, in order to stop a screen play, you got to hustle. Everybody has to hustle because you got those big offensive linemen out there in front. Great play by Pierre, hustle, play to stop the screen. That's the only way you can stop the screen. You got to have players that can hustle to the ball.
Third down. Gonna pitch and catch out to Miles Lee. Spin move. He eludes one defender, but then there's that man again. Stephon Pierre tried to knock him out.
Yeah, it's just the energy of these linebackers. I'm like, Albany, we've pretty much called all of their linebackers on making plays. And we've called Stephon Pierre many, many times. So, again, he is the reason why this defense, the Dirty Blue, is playing like it is. And they got a shutout going, so I'm pretty sure they want to keep that shutout.
Baker with his rugby-style kick. And it'll be down at the 35. 7:27 left here in the third quarter. Albany with a 17-0 lead, but can they add on to it? Stick around, we'll see.
Keep your eyes on the horizon 100% of the time. You are a success story in the making. You are ready to take on the world.
You are ready for this.
You will get there from here. And you can't wait to get started. And as proud supporters of HBCUs around the country, we can't wait to see how far you go.
Since 1837, historically black colleges and universities have been fulfilling their purpose to educate and empower. Since 2009, the Home Depot's Retool Your School Campus Improvement Grant Program has also been powered by a purpose to update, upgrade, and uplift HBCU campuses. Today, 44 million votes, $4.1 million, and 147 grants later, we remain inspired by the people, the passion, and the power of HBCUs to continue our purpose. Learn more at retoolyourschools.com.
Yo, new Sprite? Nah, same Sprite, new bottle. It's kinda like same floater, new heights.
Same jam, new style points.
Same pregame, new drip.
Same spokes, new person.
Same ice, new tray. That's cold.
New bottle, same refreshing Sprite.
At Georgia Power, millions of Georgians depend on us to deliver clean, safe, reliable, and affordable energy. That's why we've invested nearly $10 billion to make the electric grid stronger and smarter, and to improve service and reduce outages. By deploying high-tech, self-healing networks, we can find problems quickly, reroute power, and keep Georgians connected. We're committed to making critical investments to meet our customers' needs today and for decades to come.
Thanks a lot for Georgia Power, our presenting sponsor today for Albany State versus Morehouse. Stephon Pierre, preseason player of the year, last year's defensive player of the year. Young man can do it all on defense.
Yes, he is, with a smile on his face. That's what you like. When you're having a great day, you're smiling, you got a shutout, feel good.
Trying to find a receiver downfield and out of bounds. Christian Grant, the tight end, just didn't have enough room on the sideline.
You know, that was a great play by Lehman, number 14 right there for Morehouse. Great technique to squeeze the receiver, shorten the sideline, and that's great play. Didn't allow the quarterback to be able to throw a great throw, completion. So great play by Lehman right there, number 14. Great coverage. That's how you draw it up as a defensive secondary coach. So I know his secondary coach is proud of that play.
Second down and 10. You want to use the sideline as an extra man, huh?
Squeeze him to the sideline.
Little or no gain on that carry. Marcus Fultz coming back in, just trying to get healthy. The trials and tribulation of the season sort of banged him up. And that gave Jaquez Williams an opportunity to shine.
You know, they've had Faulks. You know, they've had Ward. Now they got Williams. Again, they got a 3. It's almost like the Georgia Bulldogs. You know, the Georgia Bulldogs used to have all them running backs. Like you can go from year to year to year. They always had running backs. The same thing here at Albany State. They're always going to have running backs.
Getting the pressure of the blitz, and down goes Jaden Sullivan. Another sack for Morehouse.
Again, Morehouse defense, they are able to play. They can play. Right here, they come with the pressure. Sullivan, nowhere to run. Look at all those maroon tiger white jerseys around that ball. Again, when you can blitz the quarterback, you give your offense an opportunity. And that's what number 11 right there for Morehouse, Tyler Hunter, that's what he's done. That's what he's doing. And now Morehouse gets an opportunity to get good field position.
Brown on the punt. And good coverage there by Albany State special teams as they quickly wrapped up Zion Buis. We come back, we'll see if Morehouse offense can find some ignition as they trail by 17.
There you go.
Oh, you got to love the signs. And the student body from Albany State is in full effect, rooting on their classmates.
See, that's HBCU football right there. All the energy, the fans, the students. That's what you like. Let's go, let's go, let's get it.
Zion Buis on the carry. As this raucous crowd is giving it up. Check that. That was Weems on the carry for Morehouse.
And hey, they need to hold up a sign. They got "Let's go." That "Let's go" right there. They need to say "Let's work that thing." That's what they need to say. They need to say "Let's work that thing." Then everybody get up and work their thing.
This time the Dirty Blue defense is not having it on second and short. Quickly corralling Joshua Weems, and now we got some pushing and shoving. And Antonio Leroy is saying hello, amongst others. Eric Price also there, and Leroy is like, wait a minute now.
Yeah, Antonio Leroy, he's like, this is our house. Nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. I like it. I like it. You see a helmet going back and forth? Yeah. Yeah, he's telling the rest of the board, let's go, man.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Hey, like Lauren Taylor said, hey, he said, Slim, you better hope I don't get back into the game. You mine, Stick. That's what he tell him. You mine. You mine.
3rd down and 3.
I like it.
They're bringing the pressure. And quickly wrapped up Stephon Pierre and others right there on the tackle to bring down Keandre Turner.
You know, Pierre came into this game as a leading tackler for Albany State, and he has added to his total to hold on to that lead tremendously. He's been around that ball an awful lot. So, again, Pierre, Barnes, you know, Hawkins, Leroy, you know, those are the 4-point men for that linebacker crew for Albany State. And they have done a heck of a job today for the Dirty Blue defense.
Another punt by Baker. And it's going to take a Morehouse bounce. And down at about the 32-yard line. Still 17-0 your score. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And the Dirty Blue defense is stonewalled. Let's see if the offense for Albany State can get it going.
At Georgia Power, millions of Georgians depend on us to deliver clean, safe, reliable, and affordable energy. That's why we've invested nearly $10 billion to make the electric grid stronger and smarter, and to improve service and reduce outages. By deploying high-tech, self-healing networks, we can find problems quickly, reroute power, and keep Georgians connected. We're committed to making critical investments to meet our customers' needs today and for decades to come.
Join the HBCU family. You become part of the tradition of breaking barriers in your community, breaking ground in your career, and bringing it with everything you do. From how you look to how you move in the classroom, on the court, and on the field. That's why Academy Sports and Outdoors is proud to celebrate the HBCU legacy and all those to add to it in their own way.
Albany State, 17-0 lead over the Maroon Tigers of Morehouse. James Barrett along with Tyrone Poole here at the Coliseum on the campus of Albany State University. Going long and wow, right off the derriere of the Morehouse defender. Intended receiver Rashad Jordan, and yes, the defensive back Cameron Selden just didn't look
defense,
back.
Number 22.
Let's see. I think Cameron was pretty good.
Ooh, they had a heavy hit. Joel Gertman.
Oh, yeah, that might have been pass interference. Didn't get his head around. But yeah, number 3, Gertman, Joel Gertman, tried to put a little lick on Sullivan. But Cameron right there, yeah, that might have been pass interference. That usually going to happen whenever you see.
Take another look at it. Oh, yeah, that's a late hit.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of things in this game that referees had not quite been on top of.
Still with the pass interference, first down for the Rams. Jamal Williams able to get some positive yards on that reception. Just a freshman, already has a touchdown reception this afternoon.
A lot of positive yards on that play right there. Again, Albany State has been able to move the ball efficiently. Haven't seen too much from throwing the ball from Sullivan, but hey, he had need. There was no need for him to throw the ball a lot because the ground game has been working exceptionally for Albany State. But again, Morehouse defense have stood up.
Another good carry by this strong running game, Jaquez Williams.
Timeout on the field.
And we got a player down for Morehouse. And it looks like it's DeJuan Wright, sophomore out of Atlanta.
Yeah, 6'6", 250 sophomore. You definitely don't want to see him go down. He's one of your starters.
And Coach Freeman is coming out there just to check on him. Injuries have really hurt this team. About half of the offensive line at one point was out due to injury, and now you've got a reserve player that is down. We'll take a break and give you the status on the young man. Stay tuned. And the student body of Albany State University enjoying themselves, having a good time. They're like, okay, it's getting a little cloudy, a little overcast, but we can still take a selfie. There they are, selfie time. Second down and long now for the Golden Rams. They're trying to add on to their 17-0 lead. Nice spin move there by Jaquez Williams.
And Jaquez Williams has been the workhorse, which is expected when you have a 17-0 lead with 2:07, 2:06 left in the third quarter. You run the ball, you eat up as much clock as possible. And this is what Williams, his 11, probably 10 yards per carry right now, is allowing Albany State to be able to control this clock.
Williams again finds the hole, hits it, and moves forward to about the 30-yard line, crosses over and gets the first down. He just keeps getting stronger and stronger as the game goes along.
Yeah, you know, Williams, he's running the ball, he has the yards, but again, this offensive line, Pringle, Ayrton, Haynes, Gordon, and Simmons. Those guys up front, they have been opening up holes for Williams all day long. So give a shout out to that offensive line for Albany State. Those guys rarely get mentioned, but them guys are showing up. Whenever the running back shows up on the stats with big games, big days, then you got to acknowledge that offensive line.
False start, offense, number 74. 5-yard penalty, first down.
And that was Josh Simon. We just called their name out. Normally, that's the only other way they get their name called out, if it's a penalty against them.
Again, hey, we'll take that because they're going to open up a hole so big that they're going to allow Williams to get that yard back. So Simon and all the rest of his offensive line buddies, they've been doing a great job, and they continue to do a great job.
Now 1st and 15, the Golden Rams. Sullivan looking to throw long, has a receiver, but overthrows him. Jamil Williams was looking over his left shoulder, then his right shoulder, and in the end, couldn't find a way to get to the ball.
There's no foul on the play for delay of game.
And good jump there by Carlos Donovan.
Exactly.
I mean, look at his agility to jump over the fence like he did in the backyard.
I know. I'm like, hold on. Carlos, come back, buddy. That's the tone. I thought he about to go over there and run heels. Watch this. Watch him. That's a great little athletic play right there.
Whoa.
Yes.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Pretty good.
Come on back to the game,
Now,
buddy.
I used to be able to do that, but today, no. I'm going to find the opening in the fence.
I know, right? But, hey, but that just goes to show how athletic these players are in HBCU's Division 2. And then Carlos is a corner. So come on now. Hey, that's heck of good.
Delay of game, offense, number 10. 5-yard penalty, second down.
And once again, the bugaboos of penalties move them back. I know Coach G wants to get that cleaned up, especially before they go up against Fort Valley in the Fountain City Classic next week.
Now, regardless if you have a 17-0 lead or a 17-17, you still want to have a clean game, no mental errors. MEs is what we call them. Don't want to create bad habits.
Tequez unable to find an open space on the outside. Tackle made there by Dantez Simpson.
Now, one thing I can say about Morehouse defense, and I've said it repeatedly, and I'll continue to say it, these guys are playing well. If you take away the turnovers that Albany State has gotten on offense or defense, then Morehouse is still in this game.
And we have ended 3 quarters of play. We're ready for the 4th and final quarter of regulation. 17-0 your score. Stay tuned. Albany State's band is quiet right now as Morehouse band's drum corps is playing, but don't worry, the Golden Rams marching band will get right back into it. I think the clarinetist is just trying to say hey to somebody at home. Hello. Yeah, we see you. Fourth quarter. Sullivan looking to throw towards the end zone. Fires a receiver. Catch made. Touchdown. Golden Rams. Touchdown Albany State. Ralph Lovett with his first touchdown of the day. The Savannah native making a big play.
Yeah, it was a big breakdown in the back of that back end of that Morehouse's secondary. Somebody wasn't in the center. Carlos, our guy, the fence jumper, was expecting a safety to be back there. Nobody was back there. Big play for Lovett. Big play for Albany State's offense. So Lovett enjoying that deep pass. And again, you don't want to give up big plays. Those are the ones that get you beat very quickly.
Mashburn with the point after attempt. And it's good. 14:53 left here in the fourth, but it's the offense that is finally coming to life here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, again, Sullivan drops back, shoulders up. You know he's going deep. Love it right there. Nobody's around him. He's even looking for somebody. I think he was expecting someone to be there. He was surprised. But nevertheless, big play. All of his buddy comes over. Even Williams. Both Williams. The receiver Williams, who caught the earlier touchdown, and also Jaquez Williams. But Coach Gabe, he takes a little bit more breather. They put another 6 up on the board, widen the gap. Now it's 24-0. But Coach Gabe, he's that type of coach. Hey, let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going, guys. Let's keep working, guys. Don't let up, guys. That's the type of coach he is, and that's the sign of a good coach. No matter how many points are on the board, as a great coach, you still got to keep your guys motivated. Don't let them get relaxed.
And he wants a 3 and out. Give it back to the offense as quickly as you can.
And that's basically how they've been playing pretty much all game. 3 and out. So, hey, let's keep it going, guys. Keep it going. 3 and out.
Morehouse will take it from inside their 10, and they'll get out to about the 25-yard line. And Jaquez Williams, even though he's a freshman star as a running back, he's still got to play special teams.
Yeah, that one there kind of bothers me a little bit right there. I'm like, that's your guy. I understand it's on kickoff coverage and he could come and take a breather, but why take the chance of your star running back, maybe pulling a hamstring or something, or maybe getting blindsided? That's your star guy. Shoot, he's run the ball for 166 yards, 8.3 yards a carry. So, but now let's see if Kamara can get this Morehouse offense going.
Pass intended for Keandre Turner just behind him. And I think Carlisle saying, hey, that was me.
I don't know if that was just behind him, James. That might have been a country mile behind him in my book. I'm like, missed him by that much, huh? No, I think that ball was underthrown behind him, basically, dramatically, should I say. See here, I can't find words for that throw.
Miles Lee in the backfield along with Kamar Carlisle. Going to try to throw it again in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. And this time they were trying to go over to Ronnie Howard. And his 6'4" frame did not affect his hand play because he didn't bring it in. Good coverage there by DeShazio Williams. 3rd and 10. This is what Coach said. What did he say? 3 and out, right?
3 and out. Get off the field. Get off the field. And Morehouse has not been that productive on 3rd down today.
Carlisle looking, And incomplete. Once again, good coverage by Jari Turner.
Yeah, Albany came with a blitz. Quarterback felt the heat, got rid of the ball. Incomplete. 3 and out, as Coach Gabe said, 3 and out. So, yeah, Albany defense heard him, went out, 3 and out. And Kamar going to the sideline to see if they can draw up something else to try to get the ball down the field. Right now, they are struggling.
They've already been shut out a few times this season. They don't want to have the second to last game be a shutout. Baker now with the rugby-style punt. It will take a Morehouse bounce inside the 40 and down at the 35.
Morehouse could have.
We'll see if Mr. Sullivan can get the offense rolling some more. Morehouse cheerleaders. Remember, they are members of Spelman College, the all-girl institution right next door to Morehouse. $24-0. No gain there for Albany State. Big number 92, Stephon Singleton, in on the stop.
6'2", 310. 6'2", 310, redshirt freshman.
That's a big tree stump.
Yeah, so Albany got to see him for at least another 4 years. With 3 more years after this year. That's a big boy.
Sullivan with time. Interception by Morehouse. Staying on his feet and trying to run it back is Darian Pittman. Pittman staying on his feet, and good positive play for the Morehouse defense as Pittman gets the interception on Sullivan.
Yeah, the senior, as they would say, catch the ones that come to you. And that is exactly what our guy Pittman did. Sullivan, eyeing down Williams, but Pittman steps up, catches the ball with his hand. Watch that, look at the catch with his hands. Then able to get some yards after the catch, return. So great job by Pittman, the senior, for Morehouse. Way to go out against Albany State, picking off Sullivan.
Carlisle finds a receiver and able to get some positive yards. Rami Howard on the reception.
I see a play like that by Pittman. You know, that gives your offense, that gives the whole Morehouse sideline energy. You know, now let's go out there and get it. Let's try to make something happen. So his interception gives the offense a little bit of energy. So let's see if Morehouse can punch it in and take that 0 off the board.
Carlisle looking to throw toward the end zone and incomplete.
Again, sometimes as a quarterback, you got to take what the defense gives you. I know the coaches tell you that this is your #1 read, but you also got to understand when a guy's covered and somebody's always open. You just got to find a person. Somebody's always open, and that's where that patient. You know, you see quarterbacks, they sit in the pocket, watch. But again, great play by number 8 right there. Coda, Albany State. Everybody playing well on Albany State defense.
Another incomplete pass. That one really went to the ground, intended for Howard. Now 4th and 5, decision time for Morehouse. Doesn't look like they're far enough away to punt, and they may not be close enough for a field goal, so they're going to go for it on 4th down.
I think, like you said, James, your kicker is not able to kick it, and you see Coach Freeman like that. Let's keep it rolling. Let's go. Let's see if they made the right call.
4th and 5. And wow, he eludes it. Carlisle will stay alive, get the first down, and more. Pushed out of bounds inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line. Seemed like they made the right choice. Kamara Carlisle keeps the drive alive.
As they say, live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Right there, Albany State comes with a blitz. It wasn't the first time that they blitzed in situations like this, but this time they were not able to get there, and Carlisle was able to make them pay, pick up a first down to keep the dream alive. Keep the dream alive for Morehouse.
Weems back in at running back. They give it to Big Weems. Weems gets inside the 10 down to about the 8-yard line, 2nd down. And Ralph Weems traditionally is a fullback, and right now he's just a big body back getting those tough yards. Weems again, and he loses the football. The ball is on the ground. Let's see who will come up with it. And it looks like it was Morehouse. Cameron Branson came in from the wide receiver spot and just jumped on the loose ball. Good job there. They really get in there.
Weems had both hands on the ball, but again, when you're getting hit out there on that field, sometimes they hit you in the right spot, that ball comes out. But luckily, 81 right there for Morehouse was able to pick it up.
Keeping it, Carlisle, and he goes down. Flag is on the play. He went down at the 4-yard line, but a flag in the backfield.
I'm pretty sure Morehouse wants to take this 0 off the board. A goose egg, as they call it.
Holding. Offense, number 70. 10-yard penalty, replay 3rd down.
And that one is on Logan Favors, a sophomore out of Wake Forest, North Carolina.
.64", 280. 280. You know, Morehouse, their offensive linemen are not shabby either now. Those guys are pretty big boys as well. Just haven't shown on as the stats, in the stats.
Right. 3rd and long. Another flag.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 53. 5-yard penalty, third down.
And Morehouse going in the wrong direction. They're going in the wrong direction, James. Again, offensive linemen, these guys don't normally get their name called unless they commit a actual foul. And he's looking up at the board like, please, don't show my face.
Carlisle getting some pressure and incomplete. Just threw it a little bit too high for Keandre Turner.
I think of that play right there, Carlisle, he didn't get his body turned properly to be able to deliver an effective throw right there. So again, the quarterback technique, the mannerism as a quarterback when you get ready to throw certain passes, if your body is not turned the right way, if you don't have your feet in the right position, the ball's going to sail on you. If you don't turn your body in the right way, it's always going to be an errant pass.
4th down. They need to get inside the 5 to get a first down to continue to drive or score. Carlisle getting some pressure. He takes a huge hit. No catch, flag thrown. And this drive may stay alive, but Carlisle needs some help from his teammates to come up after that hit he took.
And I actually got James Hawkins out there, linebacker again, covering the tight end Flemings. Great job by Flemings attempting to come back to the ball. Bad job by the linebacker Hawkins right there. Did not get his head around. Easy call for the referee. Pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense, number 4. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Wow, look at the hit on the quarterback. Whoa. Again, it's tough being a quarterback, James, on this day and age. The blitz comes, you're going to get hit, but great job releasing the ball. But again, Hawkins right there, didn't get his head around. Easy call, pass interference. Gives Morehouse automatic first down.
So now 1st and goal from the 6.
But can they punch it in? That's the key. They are 67% offensively when they get in this area as far as scoring. They score 67% of the time. That's not that good, okay? You should be in the 80s when you get down here in this red zone that they call it, anything from the 20-yard line into the goal line. Well, I should take that back. Offense call it green zone because green means money you want to score. For us, offense, defense, we call it red zone. Red means stop.
Carlisle's going to keep it, try to go to the wide side, into the end zone, touchdown, Morehouse. Touchdown, Kmar Carlisle. And check that, that's Jalen West. Jalen West came in for Carlisle and scores on the touchdown.
Yeah, Jalen West, 6'3", 200, redshirt freshman. McDonough, Georgia, comes in, gets the score for Morehouse, takes that 0, that goose egg off the board.
Point after attempt is good. And the shutout is over. Jalen West comes in. It all started with the interception that eventually leads to Jalen West coming in and running it in for the score. Well, the shutout has been squashed, but a good defensive performance is still in the cards for the Golden Rams. They have a 24-7 lead over the Maroon Tigers. James Red along with Tyrone Poole. And Tyrone, I mean, the defense held as much as they could, but those penalty bugaboos ultimately did them in.
Yeah, they did. Those penalties, the pass interference cost them. And I want to go back where you mentioned about the playoffs and contention and trying to get the attention of the voters. Now, let's remember, Benedict, when they played Morehouse, they beat them 35-0. So if you are a committee, you see the Albany State 24-7. If it comes down to invitation, you know, so if you're Albany State, you want to try to put up as many points as you can, I believe.
Fair catch by the Golden Rams. So now they got 2 minutes to continue to impress the committee.
It'd be a good opportunity to go down and score some points. Now, that's how I think. Now, Coach Gabe may not be thinking like that. Coach Gabe may be thinking, hey, let's just get the victory. He's not worried about the playoffs. The playoffs will take care of themselves.
Right.
But, again, if you know how the committee goes, you playing a team that Morehouse that played a team that beat you, and that team beat Morehouse 35-0, shut them out, then I think the best way that Albany State could make a statement is to put up a lot of points to say, hey, we shut them out too, but we beat them by a lot of points. That's our shutout.
Sullivan still in at quarterback. And once again, another long run off to the races. Jaquez Williams, and he gets knocked out of bounds again. But once again, he is approaching over 200 yards rushing. Great run again by this young underclassman.
Again, Jaquez, a 74-yard run earlier. Right here, bounces off, uses his balance, his leverage, hits the sideline, going down the right side. A little bit of stiff arm right there. Great run by Jaquez Williams.
And right now, he has 231 yards rushing on 21 carries.
Yeah, he probably, somebody need to search the stat books for Albany State. He could be approaching a record.
And now the student body right does not go very well. And they're trying to get him in the end zone one more time.
I think this run right here is a little bit different from the first one where he had the 74. He got tackled at the 1-yard line. This one here, you know, kind of went out inside the 10. So this is kind of fair game, so to speak. Anybody can score the touchdown on this carry, that long carry by Williams. But the first one, the 74, I'm like, he fell at the 1-yard line. You got to get a ball to him.
Right. Sullivan with time. Finds a receiver into the end zone. Touchdown, Ralph Lovett, touchdown, Albany State. Rams on the board again.
Fans are enjoying it. The band is playing. Lovett jumping up, celebrating. Let's take a look at it. Sullivan drops back. Crossing route. Always open. The crossing route is always open. That's one route that's always open. Touchdown, Lovett. Good throw. Catch. Touchdown.
Mashburn on for the point after attempt. And it's good. 9:24 left to play in the game, and for Albany State, the offense has found its rhythm. Long runs and pinpoint passes have given them a 31-7 lead. Junior Ralph Lovett, the Savannah native, joined this moment here at the Coliseum on the campus of Albany State University. 31-7 here in the fourth quarter. And they're trying to not only win games but impress voters, as the Division II playoffs are just a few weeks away. They've got one more regular season game against their arch rival Fort Valley State in the Fountain City Classic in Columbus, Georgia, and then it'll be up to the voters. But I think they're trying to send a message that they are still a team to be reckoned with.
Yeah, it's going to be an excellent game next week in Columbus, Georgia.
Oh, yeah. Taking it inside their own 5 and down at the 15 immediately. Special teams playing well today for Albany State.
Yeah, that's a great tackle by number 35, Antoine Watts, right there. I'm like, nailed the returner right there on the spot. Great tackle by Mr. Watts. Mr. Watts.
Coming back into the game, Kmar Carlisle.
.35 watts of power. Now, if you're Morehouse, what do? Well, you got to play for pride. You got to play for just Morehouse, Maroon Tiger, pride football.
Bubble screen. Able to get some positive yards as Weems.
Now, if you're Albany State defense, how do you keep yourself engaged? You know you got the game pretty much in hand. Morehouse hasn't really been able to move the football. So what do, Albany State? This is where you got to have that guy who's the electricity guy of the defense. You know, maybe they need to put 35 watts back out there, get 35 watts of power to keep that defense going.
Gets it out to Weems. Weems gets hit hard by Stephon Pierre. Power on power, and he knocks him out of bounds.
Now, that'll get you going. You heard the crowd with a little bit of woo. So, yeah, them woo licks always keep the energy going for the defense.
3rd and short now for the Maroon Tigers. Weems getting some of the longest amount of action he's had all season.
A little bit of motion.
Carlisle's going to keep it, and looks like he's close to the first down. Yeah, it looks like he has it. They'll move the chains.
They move the chains, but the clock is still running. Now, again, if I'm Morehouse, this is how I keep myself going as an offense. I think you got to pick the pace up. Even though you're down 31-7, you got to show some type of intensity here. Instead of taking a long time to get the plays in, I think you kind of speed ball, play a little speed ball here, and try to see how fast you can get the ball down the field and score.
Carlisle looking to throw. And see if they call it an interception.
That was a great
They say it was a reception, but it looks like the wide receiver may have taken it. Yep, it went through the hands of the defender into the arms of the wide receiver. And that was a good catch there by Matthew Queso, just a sophomore.
They're always going to give the catch when it looks like both of them go down to the ground with the ball. They're always going to give it to the offense, but right there cleanly, the ball is in Morehouse possession.
And this time, an interception on a ball that was more like an alley-oop. And good play there by the defense. And James Hawkins gets the interception.
James Hawkins didn't have his name called a lot in the first half, but man, we have called his name in the second half. He's made tackles, he's had sacks, he's pressured the quarterback, now he gets his interception.
The result of the play was an interception. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on Morehouse bench. 15 yards beat into the end of the play. First down, Albany State.
Interception, picked off. way to elevate. Get the ball at the highest point. That's what you're taught as a defender as well. Don't wait for the ball to come down. And Hawkins did not wait for the ball to come down. Went up and got it. Yeah, first down, our ball.
And it looked like they may have had a hit on the quarterback a little late. Let's see. Oh, that was a strike. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a defensive guy, so I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm like, you know, I understand. I'm all about safety, but I don't see anything wrong with that one.
And Coach Freeman thinks that it was a blow to the head or a late hit. He's looking for a call. Torrey Sapp gets his first carry of the day.
Well, you're going to see the ground and pound of Albany State offense. These guys, they're going to get into their 4-minute offense. Okay, if you don't know what a 4-minute offense is, a 4-minute offense, for those who understand, you take your time snapping the ball. You let the play clock, what is it, at 20, 19, they're going to let that play clock run all the way down as low as they can. They probably snap the ball around 5 seconds. And you're going to do that as much as you can. You're going to run the ball, hopefully pick up as many yards, and wait for that snap count to get down as low as possible.
Sapp again on the carry. Young man out of Thomasville, Georgia.
Now, the thing about the 4-minute offense, if you don't pick up no yards, then you got to throw a pass in there to try to create a first down. Or, again, they may just try to run the ball, and you also can run the clock down when you punt the ball. So they can let the clock run down and then punt the ball at like a snap it, as long as the ball is snapped before 0. Mm-hmm. So they still can milk at least another good minute or more off of the ball, the clock.
And looks like there was some movement across the near side part of the line, which would be pushing Albany State back a little bit.
False start, offense, number 82. 5-yard penalty, still third down.
Christian Grant, the tight end, called for that infraction. And there's that ban for Albany.
See, the clock is still running. 5:15, 14. Clock still running.
And this one is incomplete, intended for Cam Hopkins, trying to get his first pass attempt.
Yeah, that was a fast ball into the dirt by Sullivan right there. Wasn't a good throw. And Coach Gabe probably telling them, hey, you got to set up, take your time, deliver the ball. Like Sullivan might have rushed it too much. Again, that's a great coach. Gabe's a great coach. You saw his player come off, you know, coaching them up, letting them know what they did wrong, so when they come back, they run that play again, they can execute it better.
Big kick. And it'll go out of bounds. Depending on where they spot it right at the 35. And time now for our Georgia power play. And you see the quarterback Sullivan make a nice throw into the end zone to Jamel Williams. And that is our Georgia power play of the game for the score. Of course, they've done great work on the ground, but making it through the air as our power play of the game. So now the defense looking to shut the door now on Morehouse. Carlisle looking, can't find anybody. He does find a release valve and able to get some positive yards out for a first down. Good reception there.
And Rodney Howard was able to get out of bounds right there and stop the clock for Morehouse. So that's pretty good play. Throw it to the sideline, get as much as you can, and get out of bounds. Again, see if Morehouse can speed ball and try to get as many scores as they can with 4 minutes and 26 seconds left.
Getting some pressure. Carlisle is going to elude one defender, gets the ball out of his hands, and enough for a first down. Quarter on the reception.
You know what I would do? I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, on that play right there, there was a receiver who was on the outside, right? Okay, I'm going to take you back to when the Miami Dolphins played the Chargers. They had a hook and lateral.
Yeah.
A hook and lateral. So these are the times when you bring them little trick plays in. The hook and lateral would probably work very well here. Hook and lateral.
1st and 10. Gets hit while he's throwing.
Oh, no.
In and out of his hands. James Hawkins could have had his second interception of the day, but I think he was looking at scoring rather than getting the ball.
Sometimes things come so easy, you just don't believe it. And I think he didn't believe it. He's like, he jumped up in the air. It's almost like, I don't believe it. And, took his eyes off the ball, looking to run with it. You got to secure the catch first, Hawkins. They tell him, look at Buddy coming over, tell him, hey, man, I know. Just catch it. Just catch it. It don't come no easier than that.
Getting some pressure again. And this time he throws it out of bounds. This defense is aggressive all the time. Jalen.
No intention of grounding on the play. Quarterback was outside the pocket.
Long day for Carlisle. And looks like he's going to go to the side.
Yeah, Carlisle, he's been blitzed. He's been knocked down.
Out on the field.
He's thrown the ball. He's run the ball. He's had a long day. And they're down 31-7.
Jalen West now coming in for Carlisle.
And Jalen West came in. He was the one that actually scored the touchdown for Morehouse. He got the push-ups. All right, Hawkins. I guess that's for when he dropped the ball. When he dropped the ball, the interception, he had to do push-ups.
Now, did you do push-ups if you dropped one?
Yeah, we had a little something like that. If you dropped the ball, you had to do push-ups.
3rd and 10.
We had to do fingertip push-ups.
Oh, okay. West coming off the bench, looking to throw. Now he's going to keep it and go out of bounds with 3:25 left to play.
See those are good guys on Albany State sideline. Now normally when an opponent comes to your sideline, he get pushed out. You don't catch him. You let him just
let him keep going.
Let him keep going. But see, there's some good guys right there on Albany State. Hey, we're gonna grab you. We're gonna grab you, guy. We're gonna grab you. See, normally your opponent, he get pushed out. You let him stop himself. You let him keep on running. He got to stop himself.
West takes a lick and throws it over the head of the intended receiver on 4th down. They'll turn it over on downs, and Jalen West coming in for Kamar Carlisle.
Shoulder pad, he come in. It don't matter whether it's Carlisle or West. I'm like, they're both touching the ground, getting up, fixing their jersey. And for Coach Freeman, these guys got to go back to the drawing board. 31-7 with 2:55. High possibility they're going to lose this game. They got to go back to the drawing board and try to come back in the final week and try to win their first game for the 2022 season.
Sullivan still in at quarterback.
And you see Albany State lined up in their victory formation, I call
Delay
it.
game, offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
And what I mean by victory formation, they're in that running downhill formation. I'm like 2 backs. You got a tight end, basically all your big guys on the offensive line. You know you're going to run the ball. They're going to pound it.
And first carry of the day for William Taylor, a freshman. Check that, Malik Pierce, the senior out of Wrightville, Georgia. And we got a little pushing and shoving going on.
What's the song? It's getting hot out there. So a little bit of attitudes beginning to show up. Maybe a little bit of trash talking going on out there too. That'll kind of heat things up.
Loss of 2, second down and 12. Clock continues to run.
And this is where you tell your running backs, if you're Albany State, stay in bounds.
Malik Pierce again on the carry, close to a first down. Under 2 minutes, and for Albany State, victory is at hand, and now you got to think about your arch rival next week, the Fort Valley State, as you like to call it there, Tyrone.
That's going to be a good game. You know, Fort Valley's playing very well. Coach Gibbs has, you know, his first year with Fort Valley. He has them playing very well. Manual, they got a good running game, and they basically are diverse on offense. So it's going to be a very good game next week. Get your tickets now.
Pierce again on the run.
And we will be there as well.
No
we'll
doubt
be there
about
for the
it.
Albany State game. Albany State, Fort Valley State next weekend in Columbus, Fountain City Classic.
This year I may actually go out and get a funnel cake.
All right. And go zip lining too. They still have the zip lining in Columbus.
I'm not going zip lining.
Not going zip lining?
No. I've jumped out of a plane, but me landing in the Chattahoochee is not what I consider a good Sunday afternoon.
Oh, man, come on now. You got to go zip lining. You got to go across the water.
I'll go if you go.
All right, bet. Bet. We'll get there early enough. If I get there early enough, you know it's going to be.
No doubt. Victory formation. They kneel it. They're going to have to kneel it one more time. About a 2-second difference. And he does kneel it. Another victory at hand for Albany State as they will improve to 7-2. And for Morehouse, they are still in search of their first victory of the season. Next week, they'll go up against their arch rival Clark Atlanta in the AU Center Classic. But today is the day for the Golden Rams and the seniors of Albany State as they are victorious 31-7. We'll take a break. And it's been a great day for football. Overcast, not too hot, not too cold, but what was red hot was Jaquez Williams, over 200 yards rushing and a couple of touchdowns. And that's something to cheer about because your defense is playing lights out as Albany State defeats Morehouse 31-7. For our crew out here and for everyone, thanks for watching ESPN.